Hey everyone, it's American Priest here again. My website is AmericanPriest.com. Hope everyone out there is secure and strong on their path and is beginning to believe not only that they're going to live forever, but you're also starting to come into a sense that maybe you're different than you thought you were, or maybe you can be a real life superhero. Sometimes a lot of aesthetics come to mind on the mystical path, and you can start envisioning yourself as one of these characters you read about in fantasy novels, and it can become a lot more fun at that point, and it can be a lot more pleasing. Sometimes I even think reading fantasy novels can help you on this path. It can start to seem very real, especially in some of those novels where the characters are very developed. You really feel like you start to get to know them. But, anyways, right now I'm going to talk about the inner body, and this is a concept that was very well introduced by Eckhart Tolle in his book, The Power of Now, which is a great book to read. I suggest you read it. And the inner body is the idea or the reality, because you can experience it for yourself, and then it's not just an idea, it's actually an experiential reality. But the inner body is the body inside the body. It's almost like your grip inside yourself, your grip inside the shell of your body. Some might actually even think it's the soul, and sometimes I think that that's what was most meant by the soul. But everybody has different systems of explaining things like body, mind, soul. So I won't get into that, at least on this episode. I like to think of everything as just one thing, meaning just your body. And your inner body is your experience of feeling your own kinesthetics inside your body, not the kinesthetics of your feet touching the ground, although that's important too, to be aware of things like that, your feet touching the ground, your hand touching the table. But the inner body is the feeling of a body inside your body, the feeling of the insides of your body, and not as specific as you might see in an anatomy textbook where there's all these different organs interweaving. You don't need to get to the point where you feel all of that. I certainly have never actually actually felt all the various organs inside my body. I don't even know if that would be advisable, although certainly are people that can kind of close their eyes and go in to their own inner universe from that anatomical perspective. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking now about the inner body simply being the body inside the body that you can feel and feel your own presence. Legs inside legs, arms inside arms, chest and stomach inside stomach. And the counter to this that is also a good meditation is that there's nothing inside the body. There's a Zen mantra that you are an empty room with walls of skin. I am an empty room with walls of skin. That's all the emptiness inside the body. That's as if I just feel complete emptiness inside the body. The other side of that would be complete form inside the body, which is what Eckhart Tolle is calling the inner body. I am a full room with walls of skin. I am the insides of a room with walls of skin. Maybe that's the best way to put it. I like that. I just came up with that now. I am the insides of a room with walls of skin. Or I am the inside of a room with walls of skin. Or I am inside a room with walls of skin. I live inside a room with walls of skin. That's where I live. I live inside my body. I live inside a room with walls of skin. And anyways, becoming more present to that and feeling like you are inside a room with walls of skin, you are inside your body, and breathing into that, it can really flush the immune system and strengthen the immune system. And sometimes it might not even seem pleasant. It might just seem like this kind of awkward, like, okay, well, great. I feel inside my body, and my body feels like ass. I feel awful. What's the point of this? Well, one way you can make it better is simply imagining light going into your body. Imagining that your inner body, inside your body, is actually full of light. Bright light, or golden light, or the golden embrace of a loving God. And I actually think a lot of the mystical traditions in the West, like Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and I'm thinking mainly of just Christian mysticism, where they talk about resting in God, contemplative prayer, centering prayer, whatever they're calling it these days, has become popular here in America. But it's ultimately just resting in God. And so you're kind of resting in the inner body. You're resting inside the room with walls of skin. That is your body. And inside there is God, which is light and love and unconditional and full. But sometimes I think it even has helped me in the past to think of God as outside of myself, because it made the light that came into my body and the inner body more palpable. It was easier to experience light flooding my body if I was imagining the King of the universe, all powerful, all knowing, and all loving, completely enveloping me. It was an easier way to get that light inside the inner body, and then I'd actually wanted to be inside the inner body. There's been times in my life I don't think I've wanted to be inside my inner body. A lot of times the body is the place where you're storing all your pain, everything that's happened to you, and being present to it may not always be a good feeling. So if that is the case with you, for whatever reason, simply let some light come in. Imagine some light coming in. Imagine the ether of all worlds and all realities coming into you. And whatever your associations are with colors, with images, go with that. Different people have different associations with colors and images. It's certainly understandable why there's so many different religions. Something that's so based on like colors and images and different kinds of rituals. People are unique in their way that they kind of resonate with that stuff. What might be a pleasant image for one person might not be for another. So if there is some level of God or goddess or mythologies that help you and resonate with you, by all means, embrace that as you stay present inside your own body, in your inner body, and continue to breathe the light passing through your body. That's all I got for now. This is American Priest. Check out my website at AmericanPriest.com. Peace.